Shehu Sani labels Dangote and NNPC price war a skit amid government inaction. Human rights activist and former federal lawmaker Shehu Sani on Thursday asserted that the price war between Dangote Refinery and the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited is a skit. Welcome to Naija Anchor News. I am Abigail. The former federal lawmaker Shehu Sani has labeled the ongoing price conflict between Dangote Refinery and the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL) as a skit. His remarks came following the federal government's decision not to intervene in the dispute over petrol pump prices. On Wednesday, the Nigerian government officially stated it would not interfere in the pricing disagreement between the two companies. This stance was confirmed by Bayo Onanuga, spokesperson for President Bola Tinubu, who emphasized that both entities are free to set their prices according to market conditions. Onanuga explained that the deregulation of the petroleum sector allows all stakeholders to determine their pricing based on economic forces. He reiterated that the government will remain uninvolved in this matter as both Dangote and NNPCL are private enterprises operating independently. Shehu Sani's reaction to the government's position showed his skepticism about the legitimacy of the price conflict. Through a tweet, he suggested that the lack of government intervention indicates that the situation may be orchestrated rather than a genuine economic dispute. The comments from both Sani and the federal government reflect broader discussions about market regulation in Nigeria's oil sector, raising questions about the implications for consumers and the future of pricing strategies in the industry. Like I clearly stated in the previous news update on this fuel matter, it is not a guarantee that if Dangote takes over, things would be better and no one is certain about anything any longer. Everybody seemed to be playing some sort of card for their personal interest. And then, the federal government's decision of not involving itself in the matter or trying to make effort to settle this dispute is quite suspicious as well, because the masses are suffering. The increment in the petrol price has really affected everything in the country at the moment, and all they have come out to say is these companies are private enterprises. That's not enough. That's not what the masses want to hear. The people want to hear and see something positive in action. Regardless of all that, let's look at a few comments here before we round up. Our first comment is coming from Paul of Truth. Paul said, "Is the skit to manipulate Nigerians? Is the skit for a decoy to keep Nigerians guessing? Or is the skit just the typical elite wickedness to make more profit to the detriment of Nigerians?" We have Life Issues 11. Life Issues said Dangote is not a sincere person. He keep denying the price that NNPC claimed they bought petrol with his refinery but can't tell Nigerians how much he sold to them. Until Bola launches his refinery, this man will keep milking us dry. And the next comment is coming from Shy Just Boy. Shy Just Boy said everything is scripted. And then we have Alina. Alina said the country is gone. And this one from Omar Mohammed. Omar said directed and edited by the FG itself. Up next is from LZ of Jaws. LZ of Jaws said nothing is clear in this country. Dangote should publicly tell us how much he's selling PMS to NNPC. And lastly from Loyalty Loyal 23, he said, like I keep saying from the onset, I pity people who will take sides between Dangote, someone who has never spoken about inflation, insecurity, and corruption headquarters. Meanwhile, Tulumbu is the Minister for Petroleum. That's all the comments we can take for now. So over to you, the viewers. What do you have to say about this particular issue? Do you think the federal government is up to something? We'll be in the comment section waiting to have your opinions, and please stay tuned to Naija Anchor News for more news updates.